Get a new front step, money adding up, so I know I'm moving correct. Can't damage us, came in and move like a vet, not a plan it out, then bad it up. I'm trying to get big racks. See how I'm running on the track, enough stamina. When we come through, that's a bank these racks on me. Stack that, keep that low key. Bad with the hair and nails on fleek, grip that. Me and my G's are top 3, paving the way, my don't know sheep. Watch out for what you can't see, cause the man pre-learned that from an OG. Big bank, need racks on me. Stack that, keep that low key. Bad with the hair and nails on fleek, grip that. Me and my G's are top 3, paving the way, my don't know sheep. Watch out for what you can't see, cause the man pre-learned that from an OG.
I don't stop until I break a sweat. Ooh, wet. I keep dripping, hit 'em with finesse. Ooh, ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Ooh, ooh, wet. Pull up like I barely hit the net. Ooh, ooh, wet. I don't stop until I break a sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. I keep dripping, hit 'em with finesse. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Blessed. Ooh, wet. Pull up like I barely hit the net. Wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, wet. Sweat. 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 Keep on looking in the mirror, yeah. Put it through the Brita, get clear. Ooh, shield my heart from the tears. Ooh, rice bag case it get wet. Ooh, slip and slide out of last year. Facing my ocean of fears, trying to take it to a new tier. Evaporate, I disappear when it get too hot around my peers. Yeah, I'm off the boards, trying to ride the wave. I'm at the port, I'm charging when I'm drained. My news feed, my breakfast for my brain. Yeah, hiding my retinas rinsed. I'm in the pool, trying to stay afloat. Driving through the lane like a boat. Buzzer beater, pressure make a go. If I hit it, it wins. Nah, I don't stop until I break a sweat. Ooh, wet. I keep dripping, hit 'em with finesse. Ooh, ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Ooh, ooh, wet. Pull up like I barely hit the net. Ooh, ooh, wet. I don't stop until I break a sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. I keep dripping, hit 'em with finesse. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Blessed. Ooh, wet. Pull up like I barely hit the net. Ooh, ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, wet. 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 Ooh, ooh, wet. I don't stop, break a sweat, break a sweat. I don't stop, break a sweat, break a sweat. I don't stop, break a sweat, 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 ooh, wet, sweat, sweat, ooh, wet, 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 ooh, wet, sweat, sweat, ooh, wet. I don't stop it, 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 I don't stop it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, gotta have dry like a stick shift. Gotta go hard on the big drip. Gotta run it up, little quick drip. Big play, yeah, finna get real. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hot flex finna move some. Don't just look at me, do some. I done came up finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hot flex finna move some. Don't just.
Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. The NBA season is heating up, and one rookie that's making an early season case for Rookie of the Year is Scotty Barnes. And it sounds like his 2K game may be equally as solid.
At the power forward, standing 6'8", number 4, Scotty Barnes.
Welcome to 2K TV. Scotty Barnes with
Coming right up, the Raptors taking on the Nets. For Toronto, a 4-6 record to begin the season. No need to panic, just keep working, keep improving game by game. Nets, Raptors, coming up next.
From the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up.
Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. Joining Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. With us this evening, WNBA legend Candace Parker. Hey, Candace.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at Brooklyn, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed. And, of course, there's Toronto. They're 10th overall in the conference.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, they've got Kevin Durant. Derrick Rose is out there with Kobe Bryant. Then there's Blake Griffin. And for the Raptors. And the Raptors franchise had a great run for a few years, Candace. 7 straight playoff NBA title from 2014 through 2020.
And it's that guy, Kyle Lowry. I'll tell you that. Took a lot of hits early on. Could he be a champion? Could he be a point guard on a championship team? Boy, did he shut everyone up by just doing that when they won the championship.
We the North. Here's Rose. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
At the line for the Nets, Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose, the former Memphis Tiger, has a great combination of speed and athleticism.
Now the Raptors with it. Guarded by Rose. Here's Walton. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Rose, the pass to Griffin. On the wing, Bryant fires the three. Knocks down the triple. Well, people talk about the particular challenges of being a WNBA player. Travel comes up a lot, Candace. How much of those conditions improved since you came into the league?
Well, B.I., are we talking about traveling? Because they allow the NBA to travel. Or are we talking about traveling on an airplane? I'm a little confused.
We're talking about travel from one city to the next.
Okay, I mean, it could be better. But, the NBA in the 80s, early 90s, they flew commercial. It's a part of it. We got to continue to grow our game, and hopefully at some point we'll be able to get those private PGAs.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
The kick to Durant from outside the arc. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose.
Lethal outside shooter Kevin Durant hitting those threes with ease.
Deflected. They get it back. They get it again. Walton. And finally they hit one.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there.
Attack! Incredible D. Rose steal with great lift. Breaks out a dunk he's probably been working on for a while.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And with the new CBA, the WNBA reducing free agency restrictions for players. Candace, what effect do you see that having?
Well, this is going to empower players to be able to go and play for organizations they want to play for. It's very important to understand that this is a job. This is exciting, and you know, it is important to be a part of an organization that you want to. And so I think that this will just continue to empower players.
And you know, it doesn't hurt to have a little buzz around players going from one team to the next in the offseason. Durant, the pass to Griffin. Here's Yao. On the wing, Bryant. And it's off from three-point range. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Bryant outside. Pass to Griffin. Durant for three. Here's Yao. And it's rejected. And he recovers it. An open look for Durant. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
Now a timeout called by Toronto.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. Number 1, the Nets.
Tremendous efficiency on offense. They were willing to put in their work to get great looks.
Out to the wing. There's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. And that ties it up. And Candace, you're one of the most versatile low-post players to ever play the game. Now, that's something that's becoming the rule instead of the exception.
Yes, you got to be versatile in the low post. And that means being able to face up. That means being able to be physical and finishing around the basket. It's so important.
And it's Rose penetrating. Oh, hammer it home.
Ooh, that hurt. Fantastic body control, bouncing off some of the stronger defenders and finding a way to still convert.
Outside Conley. Here's Divac, covered by Vucevic. Vucevic with a steal. Up top, Levine. 14 points his last outing. Back to Vucevic. Fires the three. Shot by Levine, no good. For Toronto, they've got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Here's Jamison. Rebounded by Butler.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo!
I don't get him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they're having a lot of success from mid-range in the first half. Always nice to have that jumper to fall back on.
One other thing we've seen them execute to this point is good ball movement to set up those easy scoring chances.
Here's Levine for three. Toronto grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Toronto has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land. Here's Conley. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
What you like about Conley, he has a nice assortment of shots in that mid-range area.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Rose left side. He can't hit that time. And he drives in. Here's Greer. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 6.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Deflects the pass. Here's Jamison. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Raptors up 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Well, they're having a lot of success from mid-range in the first half. Always nice to have that jumper to fall back on.
Something else I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint and scoring inside.
On the floor for the Nets, they've got Ja Morant. He's out there with Zach LaVine. Butler out there with Christian Wood. Pass to Conley. Fires at the elbow, and that's good for 2.
One of Conley's calling cards, getting into the paint and converting, even though he's often the smallest guy on the floor.
Well, Candace, this is a question I'm sure you've heard before, but growing up, was there a player or players who you patterned your game after?
Well, honestly, I was the biggest Allen Iverson fan. So I was the center that was going out on the game trying to throw passes like AI, trying to dribble and get that crossover. So I really loved watching AI growing up. And C. Webb was another player. I loved his versatility. I loved his ability to get to the basket. So I'd say it's those 2.
Nice. Redick, he's checked in for Brooklyn. He drops it from range. 7 points in the game.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Morant, pass to Redick. Good, and the setup by Morant.
This is the kind of showdown Redick favors. Dueling from distance.
Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Durant comes in for Zach LaVine.
Shooting 1.
The Raptors with a lead. Pass to Walton. Oh, denied by Durant.
Beautiful defense from KD, a capable shot blocker, both on ball and in help situations.
Left side, Morant. Griffin with it. Durant way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Durant's got 8 points. Well, Candace, it's got to be great to have a daughter who can experience your career and achievements right alongside with you.
It's nothing like it. It's nothing like having to do what you say. Anytime I tell her a lesson or something, you know, there's always an ability to go on the computer and make sure mommy is doing what she says. So it's been a great experience. You know, all of my trophies, all of my accomplishments have been with Layla, and I wouldn't have it any other way because it's really honestly us.
Well, maybe the best way to describe Candace Parker. She's a great mom. Another shot, and the layup is good. And the Raptors lead by 4.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
And if you're a fan of Morant, or even if you're not, you have to appreciate that. We're witnessing greatness.
Marked by Redick to the middle. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Brooklyn calls timeout. Candace, we see so many different coaching styles. To you, what's the most important quality in a head coach?
The most important quality in a head coach, especially nowadays, is to be able to connect with the team. You have to be able to connect to know what they need on a nightly basis, know when to push, know when to bring them back down into reality, and how to set the tone. So I think that is so important, especially in this generation.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Number 11. That's his first
Free throws good from Durant.
When healthy, Kevin Durant will always be in the discussion of best player in this league. He can rebound, defend, give you all the points you need, and hit big shots when needed.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Got it. 9 points in the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Brooklyn trailing. The kick out to Griffin. Down low. Pass to Terry. Oh, deflected. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Well, Candace, your versatility as a player is just tremendous. Let's talk about the parts of the game that took a little work, though. I know there were parts of your game that came easy to you, but what about those aspects of your game that you had to really focus on and work on and improve as you became a professional?
Believe it or not, defense. That has been just in terms of just staying steps ahead. I think defense takes a lot of IQ. It takes a lot of, being ahead of the play before it happens, being in the right position. So I think defensively is something that players underestimate the value.
It's Bryant with a drive. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they kick off a road trip in Boston where they take on the Celtics. Then on Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Philadelphia to take on the Sixers.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
And I want to thank our special guest. Candace, your insights are always illuminating. Great to have you on the program.
Illuminating. It's great to be here. Thanks, B.A.
Pass to Durant from deep. The shot that time not on target. And Toronto will come the other way.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays. But that's been their preferred way of finding points.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Driving inside. And that one drops for him. 12 points for him.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. Guarded by Durant. Steps back and fires. And that one hits the back iron.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
He throws it down with two hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
To the paint. And Walton gets it to go.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Raptors out in front, up by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They led by 2 after the first. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
It's always a positive sign to see assist numbers like this. They're moving the rock with each other happy. It's a brand of unselfish basketball that's fun to watch and play.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I always like to see teams around the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And a lot made nowadays about wingspan, Smitty. Now, be honest. You're listed at 6'7". Is your wingspan more pterodactyl or T-Rex?
BA, I love that. First of all, I'm 6'8", and my wingspan is more like just Smitty.
And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Blake Griffin out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Kobe Bryant. And for the Raptors, here's Rose. He nails it, and we're tied. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's all about getting into a rhythm for Rose, and he certainly has it tonight.
Guarded by Durant. Looking to end this cold spell, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 14.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Yep, that one goes.
Phenomenal concentration by Durant. Physical play is not going to throw him off.
Guarded by Durant. Now with a rebound.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Bryant, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Love. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Griffin finds Rose. For 3, Durant. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Durant's got 17.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Offensive rebound. Love controls the rebound and the putback. And the Raptors lead by 1.
Well, how does Love come up with this? Effort, energy. Look at the competitive spirit.
And then Bryant with the dunk. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
And Toronto calls time here. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
They need to rethink their approach defensively. He's shown no signs of stopping.
Which loudest section wants a T-shirt?
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here he goes, and he jams it home with authority.
Where he created room off the dribble, got into the lane, and off that drive, he had a nasty dunk.
Toronto's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Greer. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Give him 8 points now.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And there's the call on Christian Wood. That's his first foul. And the Raptors making a change here. Conley's checked in. Here's Love. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Love's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Even though he takes a lot of threes these days, Kevin Love's foundation is to score inside.
Basket's good. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Bryant against Conley. Inside. Here's Ellis. That shot missing. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Here's Bryant. And there's another one for the Nets.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
Now here's Conley. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pulls it from the top of the key. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. Pass to Randolph. On the wing, Levine. 4-3. Knocks down the long J.
This demonstrates how confident Levine is. Knows he has the trust of his teammates to fire quick shots.
Conley finds Love. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Love. Conley's got 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Morant, the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look. You know, one of the things that makes Ja Morant so special is his ability to drive and finish with either hand. A natural righty, but he actually prefers going left.
Fade away. Here's Love. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Brooklyn.
From mid-range, they've been on fire today. Those jump shots have been falling all game.
Another thing that jumps out to me is the big number of assists that they made over the course of this game.
Kevin Love was an all-around superstar in high school, in college, and for the Timberwolves, but willing to take a step back and play a specific role to win a championship.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
Back to Conley. Going inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8.
And that's where Conley is most dangerous. Just amazing quickness on his way to the rack.
Toronto foul. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your Raptors, Bob Cousy.
35 seconds left in the third. From deep, Morant. Not going to go that time.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's Love. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And it's been punch, counter punch between these two today. You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Yes, it's good. And the Raptors lead by 1.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
The finesse on full display. Derrick Rose has been leading the charge for the Brooklyn Nets. 25 points and counting for him. They have relied heavily on his offense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this up to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Come on, fans.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for the Nets, we've got Zach LaVine. Butler out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Ja Morant. And Durant with the block. Outside for Morant. Pass to Butler. Here's LaVine for three. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And that one's long. The Nets with the lead. Outside Durant. Pass to LaVine. And here's Butler outside. Sinks it from distance. Butler's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pounded by Morant. Randolph grabs the miss.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Outside for Butler. Durant way outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. For Toronto, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Conley. Second shot opportunity. Here's Walton. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And it's Love missing.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
To the inside, Randolph. Shots blocked. Here's Greer. Butler covering. Pass to Walton. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Toronto, at the line for two.
And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. The Nets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Outside for LaVine. On the wing, LaVine. Pass to Durant from deep three-point range. The long-distance three is buried. Durant's got 20.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
And Toronto calls time here.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He really got into them, saying, quote, "You guys aren't playing hard enough. Forget the X's and O's. We need to play with passion. Let's just see that for the last part of this game, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
At the line for the next, Derrick Rose. At the line for one.
What's up? And that one falls for Rose. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Guarded by Durant. Pass to Love. Here's Greer. Back to Love. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
Great look by Blake Griffin. When your foreman has that ability to pass the basketball, it's a major advantage.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Here's Rose. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
That's his second.
Nice herky-jerky move by Derrick Rose to get into the lane and make a play.
And that one falls for Rose.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
Offensive board. Pass to Walton. Goes back up. Tries yet again. The offensive rebound. It's blocked. And they get it back. And finally, that one's good. 20 points for him. Brooklyn has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Durant, pass to Bryant. Nails it from 3. And the Nets lead by 12.
We don't talk about KD's passing enough. Durant is an elite playmaker.
Looking to get back on track. Great positioning on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Rose. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his third.
Derrick Rose putting pressure on the defense, always looking to draw contact.
At the line for the Nets, Derrick Rose, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Well, your 7 seconds or less Suns really paved the way for the pace and space style that we see throughout the league today, Grant.
You know, B.A., it really did. But, you know, it's interesting. I think there were those back then that thought it was kind of gimmicky. But, boy, has it changed. And I feel like we could have had more success if we had just gone all in on that approach.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
And here's Griffin outside, on target from range. Griffin's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Not a lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. Right side, Love. Second chance effort. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Rose, the pass to Durant. Fires from deep. No good on that one. 7 for 12 now.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Nets.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Derrick Rose.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
At the line,
no debate there. He got hammered.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And Love drops them both. The Nets have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Morant, the pass to Durant. 40 seconds left in the fourth. And that one's good. And the Nets lead by 14.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Kicks it out to Bryant. There's the drive. And then Bryant with the dunk.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Walton. It's tipped. Right side Durant. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
The offensive arsenal of Durant is limitless. He fills it up so fast in a multitude of ways.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Get mine, greedy, cold world, freezing. Then I can take a towel, try not to lose control. Been out 2 weeks around, no red lights on the road. To get in what you owe, life never stops, so go. Too fast to take it slow. Let's go, 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 let's go. Let's go. Westside, get it, weaving, get it, prime time, get it, speeding, street run, get it, creeping, get it, low key, get it, demon, teeth out, get it, cheesing, having, get it, eating, get mine, get it, greedy, cold world, freezing. Pushing through the city nights, I got no time to waste. Reaching for stars, a million apart, no matter the time it takes. Brand new 40s lighting on the snakes. You can let know me, I'm writing my story, it's never no time for the praise. Let's go, get it, let's go, get it. Let's go, get it. Let's go, let's go, get it. Let's go, get it. Let's go, get it. Let's go, let's go, get it. Let's go, get it. Let's go, get it. Let's go, let's go, get it. Let's go, get it. Let's go, get it. Let's go. Westside, get it. Weaving, get it. Prime time, get it. Speeding, street run, get it. Creeping, get it. Low key, get it. Demon, teeth out, get it. Cheesing, having, get it. Eating, get mine, get it. Greedy, cold world, get it. Freezing.
need a big, 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 big check that I can see. Big whips, big cribs, big everything I mean. Big mad cause they tryna do everything I did. I done paid big dues, now I'm making big moves. And now that's a big mood, had to step in big shoes. Guess they coming with a big, make it. Wait, ayy, just like that. I like everything big, little fall back. His face and I like a laundromat. At first they wasn't answering, but now they calling back. But I get it, I've been too committed, I done got it lit. I like honeys and I like them blue, like I'm but it's red up under my shoes. You know what these is? Paid the fees when I pay my dues. Let's see the biz. Big bank, big cake, I'm a straight. Now I'm doing everything I know your can't. Yeah, I'm little, my potential 6'8". And you know I'm tryna get paid, so I need a big, 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 big check that I can see. Big whips, big cribs, big everything I mean. Big mad cause they tryna do everything I did. I done paid big dues, now I'm making big moves. And now that's a big mood, had to step in big shoes. Guess they coming with a big, make it. Wait, don't compare me to nobody, too much capping in it. I'ma look, I don't even need a caption on the pics. We be everywhere, you ain't never there. How you lit? You was good.